What's up, everybody? Holding Alice with you here, bringing you Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaibe. This is episode 6, titled Swordsman, Accompanied by a Demon. This was a very good episode, very interesting, good fight scene, and a lot of good dialogue. But I want to talk about something that happened in the beginning of the episode that a lot of people are not really talking about, and that I believe is the most important thing, and that is the fact that we learn about the sword and the clothes that Tanjiro is wearing. The sword is made of, first let me go with the clothes. The clothes is made of a special fabric that is really, really hard to tear or rip apart by low-level demons. And it's very sturdy, but at the same time it's light. So basically, the clothes is like, the weight of these clothes are lighter than regular clothes, but they have like the property of, like, I guess you could say heavy armor / medium armor. So we don't know what material or how they are built, but they're made of a special fabric that allowed this to happen. And then when it comes to the Naichiya, his sword, as we know, that's made of a special material. The ores they had to gather from last time, and that's meant to slay demons with ease. Not slay them, but to kill them. You have to use your own strength to actually land the blow. But once you do, the sword special materials will do the rest. But it was stated that because you have a black blade, and black blades are really, really rare, people are usually looked down upon because not that many people that have them, survives with them, and neither do most people ever know what they do. So he's going to be one of those special few to have that attribute on his blade. And also, before he got to leave Tanjiro, his teacher gave him a box, and it's a carrying box, and it's made of a special wood that the light won't go through it, and it contains darkness, and his sister can hide in that box while he's out traveling. So it's a good thing that she's not going to be stuck here in the home where he goes off, which means we're going to be seeing her as often as we see him, which is good, because we get that brother-sister dynamic. But it's kind of cute and funny because he opens the box and he's like, "Can you get in?" And she's under the covers where he's saying this, and his body's blocking like the front side of her, so we don't really get to see her face, but we see her body under the covers squirming back and forth like a worm, and then it just disappears. And we assume that she's in the box. Afterwards, he just closes the box. But because the angle of the camera was behind them, on the back part, it's like we really couldn't see what she did. I imagine she must have shrunken herself like she did earlier in a couple of other episodes back. So that was pretty cute but funny. But Tanjiro goes to the city, and instant he goes in and he's walking in, everybody's talking about the kid from last episode, that how he looks depressed and stuff, and he's in the street just walking like a zombie, just like this, all beat up and physically and mentally. Because we did get his flashback, and he was beat up by the father of the girl that vanished. The dad took it out on him, so that's why we see him bruised up. But when Tanjiro realizes this, he goes up to him and is like, "Hey, I want to talk to you. I need to know your story." So the screen goes black real quick, and then we cut to another scene where he just takes him to the area where she disappeared, and he already gets the story. Luckily, we didn't have to waste time of them doing what other animes would do, of wasting time of the episode and having the character tell the whole story again to the main character when we, the viewers, already seen it. So I'm loving that animation and art style and how they do these little things. But they get there and he starts to sniff the ground, and the kid is like, "What's wrong with him?" And then he goes to the middle of the square town. He just keeps going straight down, and he sniffs everywhere where he sniffs this girl at that disappeared, and everyone's looking at him like he's weird. But of course, we as the viewers know why he's doing this. And nighttime eventually falls, and we cut to this nice house. You can tell these people are either rich class or medium class, but we cut to the house, and we hear a mom's voice telling her daughter, "You're not allowed to go out at night because girls are disappearing." And she's like, "Okay, mother." So she goes to her room to go to bed, and as she goes into her room to go to bed, we see this black sploth following her. And when she goes to lay down, she's like, "I wonder what happened to all those little girls that got taken." And then she just went to bed, and that black blob that was following her actually got bigger and it covered her whole bed size, and it devoured her. I mean, it didn't really devour her, but hands came out and grabbed her. But thanks to him doing this, Tanjiro smelled and was like, wait a minute, something's wrong. And he ran over there real quick, and he was actually able to like sniff out the area of where he was at, hiding, and he took his sword and stabbed it into the ground, and he actually was able to like do a light cut on his arm. And Tanjiro was then able to take his other arm, grab the girl, pull her up, and jump back, and he got her. And the demon just popped out and looked at him real mad and started just grinning his teeth. And Tanjiro gave the girl to the boy and was like, you must hold on to her real quick while I slay this thing. Don't leave my side. So we have Tanjiro going back and forth, fighting this thing. And he's landing hits, but they're not like fatal hits. They're just little cuts and bruises here and there. And we did get to see his sword release water, so that's cool. Cause every time he uses the water breathing technique, it's like water, the blade goes pitch black and then water comes out of it, so it's nice to see a character with the attribute water, because that's an attribute that we really don't see in main characters and shonen characters at that, so that was kind of cool. But this demon eventually ended up becoming three. He splits himself into three different people. One that has a good mindset, the original one, then the other two, one does nothing but scream and complain, and the other one just growls and grins his teeth. And Tanjiro is still fighting them, and the one who can actually think and speak actually ended up sneaking up behind Tanjiro. No, not that one, I'm sorry. The one that always screams. He actually ended up behind Tanjiro and actually goes for like a kill shot to his eyes. He's like this close to him. But luckily, since he has that case on his back where his sister's hiding, she actually came out since it's nighttime and she kicked him. And then we got a flashback. And the flashback was of Tanjiro's teacher telling him, I'll put a suggestion spell on your sister. So whenever she sees demons, she's going to have the urge to finish them off to protect humans. Which that was very cute. And we get another flashback as well. And this is also the second most important thing, or the most important thing actually, besides the beginning part. But we also find out that the first human to become demonized is the only human that can actually turn, that first demon that can turn other humans into demons as well. And there's one demon that can do this, and he's the only one that can do this because he was human originally. I'm gonna butcher his name, so I'm gonna apologize now. But it's Muzen Kimetsu or Kimetsu. I'm probably butchering that last name. I know I am, so forgive me. But Muzen, he's basically the first original human that became a demonoid. And through him, that's why other humans can become demonized as well. But he's the original first one. And Tanjiro's teacher told him, if you can find him and make him tell you how to reverse this, you may not be able just to help your sister, but prevent this from future cases. So now we know Tanjiro's not just his main goal, but now we have finally a main villain to his goal. So that's very important. But the episode ends off with his sister charging one of the demons to do a head kick, and the screen just go black. So we're not sure if she hit him or not, but she most likely did. But it's 3 against 2 right now, so that was the end of the episode. Really great episode, really great stuff. We have a lot of important stuff, and again, in my opinion, that first 5 minutes of the episode with Tanjiro's teacher talking to him and providing information and all this stuff, that was the most important of the episode. Second would be the name drop of the main villain. We didn't get to see his picture. We just saw like a silhouette. So, but that was still important and good to know. But I believe we also saw his silhouette in one of the anime openings or endings. So we'll kind of probably meet him soon. I believe this is supposed to be a 24 episode series, or 26, which means by episode 10, maybe a little bit earlier, maybe 8, the enemy should be introduced by then. Unless this demon that he's fighting now can give him information. And we get introduced next episode to him. But again, great episode, great stuff. Demon Slayer, episode 6, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Really great stuff. If y'all have not watched up, I advise you to watch this. Really great anime. Again, I'm an anime only, so no spoilers. And anything I pronounce wrong, forgive me and comment down below how you pronounce it. But that's all I have for you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, share with your family and friends. Give this video a like, follow me on Twitter, link be down below. But that's all I have for you. Peace out and have a good one.